When calculating appliance loads according to the National Electrical Code, understanding the difference between Note 3 and Note 4 in Table 220.55 is crucial. These notes dictate how to handle the demand factors for electric cooking appliances. Note 3 applies when multiple individual pieces of equipment are installed and have separate circuits. In this scenario, each appliance load is added together, and the total load is then subject to the directing factors applicable to each individual appliance. Note 4, on the other hand, applies when multiple appliances are installed as a single unit, such as a range that combines an oven and a cooktop into one appliance. When Note 4 is applicable, the loads for all the appliances within the single unit are combined, and that combined load is treated as a single entity for directing purposes. To illustrate the application of these notes, consider a scenario with one cooktop and one wall-mounted oven. Because these are two separate pieces of equipment installed on separate circuits, Note 3 should be used. The procedure for calculating the total load in this case involves, firstly, adding the load for the cooktop and the load for the oven together. Secondly, applying the directing factor appropriate for each appliance separately. Let's work through an example. Suppose the cooktop has a rating of 4,500 watts and its directing factor is 80%, or 0.80. Also, suppose the wall-mounted oven has a rating of 2,500 watts and its directing factor is 75%, or 0.75. The first step is to add the loads together. 4,500 watts plus 2,500 watts equals 7,000 watts. Next, the directing factor is applied separately for each appliance. For the cooktop, the directed load would be 4,500 watts multiplied by 0.80, resulting in 3,600 watts. For the oven, the directed load would be 2,500 watts multiplied by 0.75, resulting in 1,875 watts. Finally, the total directed load is the sum of the two individual directed loads. 3,600 watts plus 1,875 watts equals 5,475 watts. Therefore, the total directed load for the cooktop and oven in this example is 5,475 watts. In preparation for the National Electrical Code exam, it is important to read each question carefully. Determine whether the appliances are installed as a single unit or as separate pieces of equipment. Always apply the appropriate note based on the specific scenario presented in the question. Remember, the key difference lies in whether the appliances are combined as a single unit or installed as separate pieces of equipment with separate circuits. Apply Note 4 when it's a single unit and Note 3 when they are separate.